Welcome to another video, A Walk on the Wild Side, and today I am in the town of Kirkham and Wesham, just 10 minutes down the road from Blackpool. Yeah, so today I'm going to be taking you through the town of Kirkham and Wesham, or Wesham, sometimes I call it Wesham. It's like two little towns sort of lumped together, so that's why it has a double barrel name. I'm actually in the western part at the moment. I'm starting off here. You might be able to tell that we're by a busy road. In fact, this is a roundabout here. I'm just starting off here because this is where one of the newest developments here is. It's like a retail park here. We've got a Burger King, we've got a Starbucks, and what else have we got? A Greggs, all that. We've got an Aldi. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay, I'll just show you around. This is a mill farm area, and this road here, this main road, is called Fleetwood Road, and it takes you all the way, guess where? To Fleetwood. Would you believe it? If you go that way up there, it takes you all the way to Fleetwood. But anyway, we're going to start up here. I'm going to be taking you round. I'll tell you what, it's so noisy here. But we'll have a little look in here because there's some stuff I want to show you in here before we start off. Check this out, they've got a Burger King drive-through. We don't even have one of them in Blackpool. Wow. I think this is the most recent addition here, actually. Yeah. Anyway, I want to show you something just down here. Let's go and check it out, shall we? Okay, now I'm going to be taking you to the town of Kirkham, which is up this way here. But before we do that, we have to go through the smaller town of Wesham. The two places are kind of lumped together, Kirkham and Wesham, but I just want to show you something up here first. It's quite big. Okay, check this out. This is Mill Farm, and this is the home of AFC Fylde, formerly Kirkham and Wesham FC, and they used to be based down the road from here. It's a place called Wharton, which is where there's a huge British aerospace factory. This is where these used to be based, and they moved here. I think it was about 5 years ago or something like that. And they're actually an up-and-coming non-league football team. I think they play in the National League North, and like I say, I think they are up-and-coming. They could be in the league in a few years, I reckon. And before they moved to this state-of-the-art stadium here, just on the edge of Kirkham, the previous stadium they used to play at was, well, it was nothing like this. It was basically just a playing field. I remember when they were playing there, yeah, and that's all it was. And now look at this place here, isn't it amazing? And just over the road from Mill Farm, the stadium, is this place here. It's called Trilanco. I don't know what it is, but it's absolutely massive. Look at the size of this place here. Wow. Okay, so now we've had a little look at the stadium here for AFC Fylde, formerly Kirkham and Wesham FC. It's time to head through the town itself and on towards Kirkham, and we'll see what it's like there, shall we? Oh, this is a rather threatening sign, isn't it? No HGV parking. If you're parking here, you're parking illegally, a private road. £100 an hour. Wow. Not much of a welcome, is it? Anyway, I'm just showing you back round where I was before. There's that big factory on the left there, Trilanco, and there's Mill Farm there, AFC Fylde, and there's a car park here, and on the other side of the car park in the retail park they've got an Aldi. They've also got a KFC, and they've got this BP garage here, so there's quite a lot going on here on the edge of Kirkham and Wesham. They've got another one of those threatening warning signs here just outside the garage. Yeah, who'd want to be a HGV driver, eh? Okay, so I'm now back at the roundabout again, and you can see the sign there, Mill Farm Retail Park, and now I'm going to head back across the road, back to where I started, and we're going to head over this way here and head into the town. I'll tell you what, it's so busy, this junction here. Here's a little look from the other side. It is a very impressive stadium, Mill Farm. Anyway, I'm going to head in here now, and we're now in Wesham proper. We're on this new housing estate here. We've got some very posh houses. Listen to the birds. Can you hear the birds? Can you hear that blackbird? So we're just going to walk through this little area here onto the main road, which will take us through Wesham and then eventually into the market town of Kirkham. Yeah, it's an old market town. Yeah, so that's where we're going to get to after we pass through Wesham. So we've got these new houses here. Look at these, aren't they fancy? Yeah, quite a nice part of town this here. This is called Sanderling Way. Yeah. So now I'm going to head up this road here now. This is the main road that takes you through Wesham. And we'll have a look and see what we can see, shall we? Okay, check out this park here. There's like a little play area. And there's some football pitches here, just off the main road, and you can see it's surrounded by these fairly new build houses. I say about 10 years ago these were all open fields, I'd say. There's some allotments on this side just behind this little ramp park here. Yeah, check this out. I found the fire station. This is a dinky little fire station, isn't it? Look, Wesham Fire Station. It's only got one door. Check out this sign here, alcohol restricted area. I wonder if they've been having a bit of trouble around here. It doesn't seem like the sort of area where you'd have trouble. Anyway, that's just across the road from the fire station. And just next door to the fire station is that building there, the ambulance station. So there you go, ambulance station on the left there. And this is the fire station here. Okay, so this is the ambulance station here in Wesham, and it actually looks in a state of disrepair to me, if you ask me. I'm not even sure if it's in use. And I just wonder whether, you know, the one they're building in Blackpool, the new hub, is this going to contain the ambulance service from here? I don't know. Yeah, the building itself looks a little bit scabby, but the at least the garden areas are nice and tidy. A couple of silver birches here and nicely cut lawn there. Okay, I've just found the council estate here. I bet these houses are a bit cheaper than those ones down the road. What do you reckon? Looks like a church here on the left. Or is it just a graveyard? Oh, there must be a church on the other side, is it? The graveyard here, look. So that appears to be the main council estate here in Wesham. It's Moorland Avenue there. I'll tell you what, this road is so busy. Pretty noisy road, yeah. So this looks to be the council estate here, and just across the road from there is this church here and the school, St Joseph's. So this is St Joseph's Church here in Wesham, the Diocese of Lancaster. There's an undertaker's down there called Gillett and Son Funeral Service. Little street coming off the main road. Anyway, this main road is called Garstang Road North. There's a sign over there. So we're just leaving that council estate area there, and now we've got this large terrace. Look at this, it's quite impressive that. It goes all the way down here. We're going down the hill now. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is one massive terrace of houses here. I've never seen such a long terrace without a break. No ginnels that I can see. And I tell you what, it's not easy to park your car along here. I bet it isn't. Look at all these cars parked halfway on the curb there. That's not ideal, is it? Especially on a busy road like this. I've just found another church here. It's called Christ Church. It's got quite a unique steeple. Check this out. Okay, so I'm almost at the bottom of this hill now, and this terrace is absolutely massive. Just look at the length of this terrace. Like I say, no ginnels that I can see. Must be a nightmare to park your car along here sometimes. I bet there's a bit of parking range along here. Anyway, I think I found a chippy just down here near the little roundabout. It's a seniors chippy. Seniors are massive in this area. Okay, so there's a seniors chippy there at the roundabout. Straight on there takes you into Wesham and into Kirkham eventually. And look at that building over there. Is that a fire station? Is there another fire station over there? Maybe that's the old fire station. What do you think? And they've got the War Memorial here. This is like the heart of Wesham. Wheaton Road. And just over here we've got a village store. So there you go. Yeah, this looks to me like it was the old fire station. What do you think? I think it probably was, wasn't it? And it was replaced by that newer one down the road. Anyway, there's a sign here saying Biscuit Factory. You know what that Biscuit Factory is? It's the huge Foxy's Biscuit Factory. We'll check that out a little bit later. Okay, so we're just looking up the road now. This is the number 61 bus just coming into park here. Now the number 61 to Preston. That goes through Blackpool, that does. But anyway, I just want to take you down this road over here. Just past this old fire station. Because there's a couple of pubs down here that I want to show you. I spotted a couple of pubs, didn't I? And I thought I'd show you the pubs here in Wesham. And we might also see the huge Foxy's Biscuits factory, which is down here somewhere. It is absolutely massive. It's by the railway track. Okay, I've just come down this road now to show you these two pubs here. We've got the Stanley Arms there. And as I pan round now, we can actually see the Foxy's Biscuit factory. Look at this, it's absolutely massive. And this is right by the railway line there. Foxy's Biscuits, look at that. Eh? And here's another pub here. This one is called the Royal Oak. And just up the road there, I came past it on the way down, is a Chinese restaurant. It looks a bit like a house that's turned into a restaurant, to be honest. Yeah, a Chinese restaurant. Check this out. This is the Foxy's Biscuit factory, and this is probably the best view we're going to get of it. Yeah, Foxy's Biscuits, lovingly baked since 1853, it says on that sign there. Been going a long time, haven't they? They're having some sugar dropped off there. Yeah, this is probably the best view that we're going to get of it. Anyway, it's time to head back up here again and see if we can get over the other side of the railway track. I'll show you the station next. Here's a little look at the railway track. There's the station there. Kirkham and Wesham station there. That takes you to Preston that way. Look at this here, wheelie bin city. Look at all these wheelie bins, wow. Taking up valuable parking space, these. Someone's dumped a mattress over there as well, look at that. Naughty, naughty. Anyway, let's head on to the bridge, shall we? And have a look at the station. Okay, so I'm back on the main road again now, and I'm heading towards the station. Kirkham and Wesham railway station. Here's the view from the bridge, and by the way, it was only electrified fairly recently, in the last few years, yeah. Until then, you could only get a diesel up here, yeah. Here's a little look at the front of the station. It's very compact. They've actually got an attendant on there as well, imagine that, eh? You'd think they'd be all automated now, these little stations, wouldn't you? Here's a little look the other way, looking towards Blackpool down the railway line. There's the Foxy's factory on the right there, and just down here is a little hotel there. Oh, it used to be a hotel anyway. Turned into flats now by the look of it. Nice building, isn't it? The railway is called. Okay, so I've now moved up the road from the bridge. That's the bridge up there, towards the right hand side. And I'm in this little wooded area here by the main road, either side. See, they've got daffodils still out now, because we're still in sort of early April. Time's moved on a little bit, it's about 4 o'clock. There's a white building over there which looks like it used to be a pub, but it's now a vet. And we've got some more houses here. We're getting close to Kirkham now, and this church over here is Kirkham Methodist Church. And if I look just over here this way, there's what looks to be a library just up here. Yeah, let's check it out, shall we? Yeah, check this out, Kirkham Library. Look at this, and it's still a library. Would you believe it? Hey? They're dying of deaf libraries, aren't they? But this one is still a library. I think the grass wants cutting. But the privet hedges are nicely trimmed. There you go. Kirkham Library. You've got a nice red post box just outside as well. I'm just off the main road here. This is Coronation Road. Look at that Nicely cut Leylandii heads there. Anyway, I do believe that I'm now actually in Kirkham proper now. I've moved further down the road. I'm just opposite what looks like it used to be a church. It might be being converted into flats. That seems to be what they're doing with them all nowadays, doesn't it? Converting them into flats. I don't know, to be honest, but there you go. Anyway, we're now heading down this little bit of a hill here, and then we will be in Kirkham proper. We'll be on the high street. There's what used to be a school over there, but it's now empty. Pear Tree School. The building's now for sale. Anyway, look at this place here. This looks old, doesn't it? Nolan Hardman Partners, Plumbing and Heating Contractors. This little garden area here is posh, isn't it? Anyway, look at this. They've got a loom. Look at that, a loom. There's a bit of textile history here in Kirkham. Look at that. Yeah, so we're coming down now to the main road here in Kirkham. I just thought I'd show you these houses here and some little quaint little shops here. Look at that, a gallery. The gallery, the Picture Frame Studio. Very quaint, aren't they? We're just coming down to this junction now. Okay, I finally made it to the main road here in Kirkham. I'm just showing you the other side of the road here. More hair care shops here, look. We're now at the main road here in Kirkham, and check this out. They've got a pub, it's called the Swan. Check this out, they've got a clock here in what looks like the square here in Kirkham, or it's one of the squares anyway. So I'm now going to head this way. Another barber's over there, it's a Turkish one. They're everywhere, aren't they? Turkish barbers, yeah. Anyway, we're on the high street at last here in Kirkham. Let's head up here, shall we? See what we can see. Nice flower beds here, look at these. Yeah, so here's a quick look at the Swan. This is at the foot of the hill, because Kirkham High Street does go up a hill. Okay, so that's where I was. And we're now heading up the high street here in Kirkham. There's Morrison's Superstore down there. There's a massive church here called the Kirkham United Reformed Church. Look at the steeple on this. Wow, we can see that for miles. I'll tell you what, it's getting really dark now, just in case you're wondering. I think it looks like it's going to throw it down. It's around about 4:30 now. We've moved on quite a bit in time since I started this video. Started at around about 2:30. So we're in the rush hour now, and this is a high street here in Kirkham. Yeah. Like I say, it does go up a hill. I believe the main square is on the other side of this hill here. It's an old market town, of course. Very similar to Garstang, which is just down the road. Garstang, yeah. So we're now on the main road here. I tell you what, there's some old shops here, you know. Mayman's Family Bargains. Buck Bean and Ice Cream. Red Rose Carpets there. Yeah, there are quite a lot of small family-run shops by the look of it here in Kirkham. And look at this place here, this is like a mall. Looks a bit like a mall anyway. The original factory shop. This is the Kirkgate Centre. Yeah. Lots more shops in this bit here. We're heading back down the hill again now towards what I believe is a market square down here. This looks like an old bank on the corner here. Look at this. They've got a fancy bird at the top there. Look at that there. The old bank, this is called. And look at that. What is it? Is it a phoenix or something? It's just starting to rain now. We're heading down the hill now. We're in Kirkham town centre. We're on the main road. And I thought it might start to rain, you know, because it was getting really dark. Anyway, check this out. They've got a red phone box there, look. It's alright, isn't it? Yeah, the rain's starting to come down pretty heavy now. Yeah. We're just coming down now to the what I believe is the main square. There's another pub over the road there. That's the Queen's Arms. The Queen's Arms. Another barber's. We've got another clock here, look. This must be the square here now in Kirkham. Like a little precinct here, look. More shops here. Hey, I'll tell you what, that rain actually smells a little bit, you know, it smells a bit like summer rain. Yeah? So this must be the main square here in Kirkham where people can park the cars and go to the shops. There's an old building over there which has got NHS on it. That looks like it was an old, I don't know, possibly a bank or something. I'm not sure, but there you go. This is like the centre of town now here in Kirkham. Okay, so that's where I was. The centre of Kirkham there. And I'll just show you what's up here. We're going back up a hill again and we've got some more interesting looking properties here. They look quite old, these, and I'm just next to a garage here. Look at this. Kirkham car sales. Yeah, it looks like we're getting to the end of the shopping area here in Kirkham. Okay, this is the view now ahead of me, and it looks like we're headed into a residential area, so I'm not going to go any further here in Kirkham, but I will just show you these buildings here. Look at this building here, looks like an old pub, doesn't it? It's not though. It's called the Hillside Restaurant, or it was. Doesn't look like it's been open for years. Proper old though, isn't it? Anyway, the place next door is open. It's called Real Ales. Look at this here. This is open. Yeah, and just opposite that is this pub here called the Black Horse. Look at that, but it's closed. I wonder if it's being done up. There's work going on in there. Anyway, I'm going to head back down here now. We're almost at the end of the video. There's another church to check out. I tell you what, Kirkham is such a massive place. I've missed a few places out. I can't show you everywhere. I even missed out on the grammar school as well. There's a massive grammar school here in Kirkham, yeah. I'll have to show that on another video, I think. I'm just going to quickly head down this road here towards this church, and then we'll wrap up this video here in Kirkham and Wesham. Or should that be Wesson? Got some more quaint little houses down this road here. We're heading towards this church. Another church with a very impressive spire. Look at this here. That is huge, that spire there. I've seen it from the train a few times when I've been past on the train, because the railway track runs behind it, yeah. So I don't know what this church is, but we'll find out in a minute. There's a guy in there mowing the lawns, yeah. I like the smell of that grass. Anyway, it's called Kirkham Parish Church there. What an impressive spire that's got, eh? Amazing, isn't it? See that for miles. Even the clock's right as well. So there you go, that was my video here in Kirkham and Wesham in Lancashire, just down the road from Blackpool, only 10 minutes away. It's actually quite a big place as well, and I struggled to fit everything in. I didn't fit everything in I could do. I mean, I could have shown you the grammar school. It's a massive grammar school here. I did my best, and hopefully I'll come back and do another video on the stuff that I missed another time. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button, and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next one.